Hey guys, today we're talking about some fun stuff in the studio. We're talking about props that you can use with your models. There's so many different types of props available, it's endless. But I've got 3 of my favorite props that I want to show you and show you some images and stuff that I've done using these props. I mean, look at this picture. Beautiful. Props add so much to your photos and can take you in a new direction in your shoot. Let's get into it. As you can see, our first prop, hats. And I've got a ton of hats. I got guys' hats, I got ladies' hats. I even have children's hats. Hats are wonderful to be used in photos. If you have a model that's inexperienced, it gives them something to kind of hold, play with, fiddle around with, and it looks so good in photos. Now the one thing you have to be aware of with hats though is the brim. You need to get light up underneath, especially if you get into like some of these here with the big wide brims. It'll really shadow your face down and you're going to have to get some light up underneath. But hats are a wonderful thing. They come in an assortment, variety of stuff, and you can really change the mood and look of your shoot with these hats. Now the one thing I will tell you about with hats though, hygiene. You need to make sure you keep your hats clean. If your hat is getting dirty or it's not in good repair, especially on the hygiene side of it, get rid of it. You can get these hats from, God, I think I got this one at the dollar store. It was a couple of bucks. You can get them at thrift shops. Hats are relatively cheap to get. Some of the other ones I have are like felt. These ones are just a Halloween one. But some of the ladies' hats I have are very expensive. Felt ones I take to a dry cleaner and I get them professionally cleaned because you don't want to put a dirty hat on. I wouldn't want to, so I wouldn't want my model to. And give this to a model that's experienced, give this to a model that's not experienced. They're going to have fun with it. They're going to get into character. You're going to create some great photos like these. Well, the next prop, flowers, and I've got tons of them. I got tons of hats, I got tons of flowers. I got bins and bins of flowers. Now these, I simply bought separately and I zap strapped together to create a little bouquet of flowers. Wreaths, I absolutely love wreaths. They work so fantastic for headpieces. And you can get these that actually go around a candle, and then I just cut the back to split it to form around to the head. Looks fantastic, but it was made for a candle. Now, you can use it little individual pieces. You can create little sets and scenes with this stuff. Again, you just tie flowers together to create a little bouquet. Now, for the inexperienced model, or if you're doing a family portrait and you're just doing the mother or the daughter, you can give them something to hold on to. They're really going to appreciate it because now they've got something to do with their hands because they're getting anxious. They don't know what to do with their hands and they're going to look awkward and they're going to get the claw going. You can give them something like this to hold on to, and it'll help relax them, and you'll find your photos will improve because they got a more natural look. They got something to do with their hands. The professional model can really work it with the flowers, same as the hats. Now, I store these in clear plastic bins and I keep them clean and dry. Once they're starting to get ratty, I just simply get rid of them and replace them. This one I've had for a very long time actually, but this one I would hate to part with. I have a few other wreaths like that, but flowers, can't go wrong. It again is one of my favorite props to use because it really ups the game and really adds some impact to images. Check out this work here. Now, if I had to pick only one prop to use, this would be it. Fabric. I absolutely love fabric. You can do so much with it. You want to know what? Check out behind me, the background. It's a piece of fabric. I'm going to put a link down below of a video I did with one piece of fabric, how you can make multiple outfits and multiple things with it without even cutting it. Just clamping and pinning and all that wonderful stuff. I'll put it down below. Check it out, what you can do with one piece of fabric. Mind-blowing. Anyways, fabric, you can use it for so much stuff. and all different types of fabric. Here I've just got a simple ladies pink scarf that I can tie around a hat, which I've done in multiple images. You can tie it around the waist as a belt. You can use it as a veil. You can do so much with just this little piece. I've used it in so many different ways. You can even get creative and make a top out of it. Then you can get some nice shiny material that's not see-through, but you can create some great images with this stuff. Here's another scarf, and this one has little sparkles all over it, which is really, really neat. And it's not a bad size of material for like a scarf. So, can do a ton with it. Then you get something like this. Look at this thing. I have, I think 3 or 4 pieces like this, all different coloring. This one has, if you can see it on there, it has like big sunflowers or big daisies or something. I think they're sunflowers. Big sunflowers on it. That looks really neat, and it's a sheer material. You can get really creative with this stuff by hiding underneath it. I mean, look at this. There's miles and miles of fabric. You can do some amazing things with it. I'm going to show you some images after. I turned this into a dress. You just scrunch it all up, and boom, instant dress. So, fabric, absolutely love it. Can never have enough of it. I have bags and bags of fabric. So, and if you're into cosplaying at all, you always have little scraps and little bits of fabric laying around that you can use for projects. But like I say, check out the background behind me. That is simply a piece of fabric, not this piece, but a piece of fabric like this stretched out behind. And look at the cool effect. And you can do so much with it. You can just clip this on. You don't have to use the whole piece. You want to make a train on a dress, then you can just simply take the end, come around the waist, and you can make a small train on the dress. Very cool, very cool. Like I said, I love fabric. It's probably the #1 prop for me out of anything else because I can do so much with it. All right, check out these images with what I did with the fabric. And I've got millions of images, but this is just a sample. All right, I don't have millions of images, but I've got a lot of images where I have used fabric. I did a whole section on dancers, and I used quite a bit of fabric in with that. This stuff just kind of floats and glides on the air. Fantastic to work with dancers. But these are my 3 main props, my 3 main go-tos when I do photography with models, family portraits, individual portraits. You can't beat it. These 3 are my go-to items. There's so many other accessories in the prop world, you can get lost. But the one thing you want to be careful of is not overloading or overdoing the image with too many props. Like you see those little photo booths where, you know, you got the hat, you got the glasses, you got the thing here and there. You got so much propping that the image kind of almost gets lost and it's kind of overdone. So do propping. Use it appropriately, use it sparingly, and you can create some amazing, amazing images. As I say, I'll put a link down below to that one where I had that one piece of fabric and I created so many different accessories and styles and items with it. Mind-blowing. All right, if you're new to the channel, please subscribe. Hit that bell notification so you're aware when I post new videos. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a big old flower up. And so, until the next time.